Hi everybody, new subscribers, old subscribers, haters, lovers, everyone of big families. I am a mom of 12 amazing kids, and I have number 13 on the way. Number 13 possibly has Down syndrome and a few other problems that I'll discuss here in just a few minutes. But we have the craziest life that you would could ever even hear of, let alone believe. And you know, you get ridiculed from right and left and whatever. That's just how it goes sometimes. You just have to take it in stride, and you have to not let it get you down, and that's okay. But you know, we've just been doing the best we can regardless of what's going on around us in the world, and we're just trying to keep our family intact and strong and together, and I think it's working. So I'm really excited. These are things we normally do at this time of year anyways, so that's a good thing, right? So today was most excellent. I was able to get up. I had no swelling, which is marvelous because that was worrying me a little bit yesterday. So I had no swelling from this pregnancy and from whatever happened during the day yesterday. And I was able to get up and get my morning routine done. I didn't go on my walk this morning. The boys went ahead and just went to seminary. And then I listened to my scriptures while I put on my makeup like I used to before I started walking. So I can at least go back to that. I started laundry. I did 3 or 4 loads of laundry today. We got our school done early. Everybody was just right on cue today. We had a great time. The only thing we did not finish today was art. We're going to be making those little ornaments that are clear, and then you paint on the back of them, and then when they dry you can put them on the tree. They're kind of like stained glass or whatever, but it's homemade. So we're really excited to do that. The kids are excited. We're going to do that just a little bit tonight, because that's a good evening wind the kids down project. So that's the nice thing about homeschooling, is I have the flexibility to adjust times for different activities. Normally we do it all in one sketch, but I had a doctor's appointment, so I had to cut our special off instead and to postpone that for later. But the kids didn't mind. They were happy to have a break and jump on the trampoline and have lunch and all of that kind of jazz that we do when we homeschool. So it was really great. But I went to the heart doctor. He's a baby heart doctor specialist, and so he's the cardiologist that checks the baby's heart out while I'm expecting. He already knows what he's getting into. He's pretty happy with what he sees. He's really excited that these are all fixable things. We did learn today that now that he knows more, that the baby, because the baby's getting bigger, so he's able to see the heart better and the damages that are on the heart, and so he can tell exactly where they are, what's wrong, and he's got, the baby has 2 holes, and he thinks that maybe the one hole will close automatically. He says it's kind of iffy, you know, not for sure, but this one hole could close by itself by the time the baby's born, but the other one will be there. It's kind of like a slice. I don't really know how to describe it right. I need my paperwork. I forgot to bring that up here. But he said that will have to be repaired surgically through open heart surgery, and that will happen sometime in the baby's first year now instead of at year 4 or 5 or somewhere down the road. It's a pretty serious one, just because, you know, you just got to make sure, because babies that have the Down syndrome elements will just need better care on that area of their body and their lungs. So, because it could affect their lungs, and we don't want that. So we're not going to mess around with that, and we'll just take care of that as soon as possible. The baby will see the cardiologist within 24 hours of her birth, and then we will determine at that time or earlier when she will be having surgery. So I'm really excited. And it's kind of fun because I'm, 39 weeks. I showed my belly yesterday. I'll show it again today because it's so exciting that it's right here. And today is and then my daughter, we need to do a video together. We actually did do a photo shoot together, but I haven't made any of those videos. People keep giving me a hard time saying I'm taking too long on YouTube. When it's only a 15 or 20 minute video, but it takes me a lot longer to do a video where I have to patch pictures together and then do a voiceover. You can't just show your cell phone when you're using your cell phone to do your YouTube video. So it's just kind of complicated for me now. Maybe if I could pay someone to put some videos together of footage I take, that would be awesome. but I'm not in a financial position to do that. Maybe someday I will be, because, you know, despite what some media says, we're not crazy and we don't have all this hate stuff going on. We have nothing but love in our house, and we have struggles and trials like anyone else, and we do everything we can to help our kids get through things the best, healthiest way that they possibly can, as well as us trying to maintain our health. And one of the biggest things that I sucked at when I was early on in my marriage, I forgot how to take care of myself. So I started learning how to take care of myself, and I'm much better at that now. And there's been times where I had a dip in that and wasn't real good at it, you know, just wearing my jammies too long, or having my hair in a ponytail for too many days with no makeup on, or something of that nature. But now I always get dressed, show up, suit up, just do what I'm supposed to do every day. And, you know, on the days that are bad, I'll just lay in bed and have the kids come up to my bed and I'll read to them in there. But that hasn't happened for a while. I'm actually doing really good, so I'm excited about that. So my daughter is due any day, and we will get to see her soon. I'm really excited about that. But we completed everything that we planned on doing in school today, and a little bit extra, and I was really excited for the kids. We are doing school until Thursday. We might do a little bit on Friday, but not for the most part, because we're going to do a field trip on Friday. The kids got to do their another field trip with Daddy yesterday, because he won't be here on Friday. So that was fun. We don't do that very often. But like I said, we're doing the ornaments of the tree, and I'm really excited about the heart doctor, because he's a really great doctor, and he's just really good to inform us and keep us posted on what's going on. He doesn't need to see me for another month, and then he'll do maybe one more visit before the baby's born. But he said he already knows what's going on. He could see what he needed to see a little better this time. He was excited about that. So we'll just go from there. And, you know, tonight we had kind of a fun day. Let's see, it's a, what do you call it? I'm sorry, I just got a text and it kind of distracts me. So today is a special day. It's my son's 11th birthday, Rush. He turned 11 today, and we have some fun things that we did with him today. We had cake and ice cream. We sang happy birthday. He got a bike for his birthday, and he's really excited about that. He's been wanting one really bad. So we did that, and all the kids aren't getting big gifts for Christmas this year. So we're kind of excited because we could give him his, you know, and it's kind of hard when you have a birthday near Christmas. So that's kind of what happened with him. But I also forgot that I had used all of the single candles, because we didn't have 2 ones. So we used all the single candles, not 2 ones. We didn't have a 1. We only had the 8. We didn't have a 1. So we had to use 18 candles on my son's birthday cake last week, which meant I had no candles today, and I totally forgot about that, spaced it. And there were some things that were going on. My husband was, he asked Rush what he wanted for dinner, and he said Roberto's. So we had burritos all the way around. My husband stopped and picked him up. We had, on our way home from the doctor's appointment. And then we picked up the cake at Costco, and then we picked up ice cream at Walmart across the street, which is right next door to our Roberto's, which is really great. And so we got to do that. But because we didn't have any candles and I forgot to have my husband get some, we had to think real quick what we would do. And we remember we had some sparklers left from the 4th of July, stuck one of those in the cake, and it was awesome. It put a few little sparkled things on it. We had to scrape those off, but it's just too fun. And and then I wanted to give you an update on my wayward son, because you know we had a lot of trouble with him. And when we went on that show, I went for clutter and then hoping to get help with my 2 drug-using kids. They were smoking pot, drinking. The one was drinking, the older one, not the younger one. He was just smoking pot. And I was just really having a hard time with that. But I was hoping to get help, and I got 0. I just had done some things on my own to help him, and started picking him up from school and dropping him off every morning. Other than a couple times like yesterday, I didn't, just because it was a different situation today. And we drug tested him tonight, and guess what? Totally clean. Because remember in my other video I told you that we've been having trouble with him, and that I figured out where he was going to get high at, and I called the police because I couldn't get anybody else to help me. So I finally was just like, maybe the police will help me. And sure enough, they did. They went and got him, and then the next day he tried, and the school police caught him. So he is done with that. And then we took him to the reset program. He seemed to like that. And I think just all of us trying to do better has really been helpful, and I think he's doing great now. And we'll just see how long it lasts. It could last for a little while. It could last forever. I don't know. But I'm just really excited to see his progress. He's been so helpful at the house. He puts things together. He's back to his normal self. It's been so much fun. I really wish I could have done a live yesterday while we did our family thing. Because if you saw my video yesterday, you know that I was announcing that we were doing our family talent show. We do that always the week before Christmas. And so we did that, our family talent show, and it's more like a family comedy show, and it was just a hoot. We had such a great time. You know, we had babies singing, and we had the kids singing, and they all wanted to sing something or dance, or my one son had little ninjas, and he was doing stuff with them. And my son, who works for the law enforcement, he did a gun demonstration with Christmas music in the background. That's like the only requirement is your talent has to include Christmas music. A couple of them still got away with it, being different. And my son-in-law, he's kind of new to our family still, just in a year or so, and he was kind of embarrassed about performing or whatever, and so he just wrapped up. He makes really good guacamole, right? Really good. So he brought over chips and salsa in a box, and he wrapped it up like a present and said, okay, here's my talent, you ready? And then he had everybody open it up, and there was the chips and salsa in there. That was so awesome. And then then my other son, he's crazy. He's doing that thing where you play this game and you miss your fingers, and you're, you know, it's pretty crazy. I'll have to show you the video of that one because I did little clips of that. But it just made me so thankful for my family and love my family so much. Always that time just reminds me of all the good. Every one of the kids that were here participated. The only two that weren't here are the ones that live in Utah. You know, I wish we could have correlated it where they could have done it when they were here, but they didn't come at the same time, so it was just impossible. But we did do it, and it was a lot of fun. And just days like that just remind me of what this is really all about, and that even with all the difficulties that we have and the struggles and the trials, that, you know, when you're a parent, you just love your kids, and it doesn't matter what's going on. You just love them, and everything you do is for them. You know, everything I've done for the last 29 years is for my kids. Even taking care of myself is for my kids, so they learn how to take care of themselves, so they don't go without that. It's so important to set that good example. And I just wanted you to know that today was an excellent day, and I hope it was an excellent day for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post those below. Like and you can click the like, thumbs up button. And then if you have anything you want to say, please do. But for today, that's where I'm at. That's all I've got. I will check in the best I can with you every day. There's once in a while I miss, but not very often. So I just wanted to check in with you before we go paint our Christmas ornaments. So that's what we're going to do now. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Have a great night.